What's up, everybody? Welcome to the YouTube channel Killer Kicks, and today we are having a discussion video. This discussion video is on the unfortunate event that took yesterday on Friday. Jesus Christ. First of all, happy Easter to everybody. Um, Yesterday, like I really wanted to post a video, but you know what? I was like, let me. I don't want to say anything like really bad, like out of context, and like I don't want to sound like a what's the word? Not like a crying baby, but I just don't want to just rant just to rant, okay? I want to have a proper discussion, if that makes any sense. So yesterday the Union Jordan 2s came out. And I'm past the shoes. I don't even want to talk about the shoes because the moral of the story that was that I didn't get the shoes. Okay? The worst part is I'm fine with not getting the shoes because the least that I could do is just try, right? And if I don't get it, then it's cool. I ain't get it. But for me to not get the shoes and then I have pending charges on a release, it's like, yo, at this point, it's like, what the fuck is going on? Now it becomes a problem. Now this is when it becomes a problem because it's cool. I ain't get the shoes, but now I ain't get the shoes, and I have to wait for the pending charges to be over. So I was like 5 minutes into the queue. I went for like a color that I didn't even think anybody wanted. I just went for the blue and the size 9.5. And I put my information in, and then I get to the checkout, and then I put my credit card information in, and it says that it can't process it. I try it again. It says that it can't Yo, I tried it like 4 times. On the 5th time, it declined it. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? Now I go to my bank account, and I see that I got charged 4 times. I'm like, yo, thanks God that I have a savings, but yo, it's crazy. It's crazy. So then I see Twitter was going crazy. Like, what? I was talking to my homie, and then he was telling me like, "Yo, Twitter is going crazy right now over this shit. Like, a lot of people has been getting charged, like triple charged." And I'm like, okay, you see, now this is like when it becomes a problem. So if you go to their Twitter, there's a couple things that I don't like. Okay, right off the bat. So let's talk about this post. I don't know who runs their Instagram, but this was worded really poorly. PSA, we are aware of the technical difficulty at the checkout and working on resolving it. Our bot protection worked a bit too good on this one. What the fuck does that even mean? It worked a bit too good? Like, you your bot protection worked so good that not only I didn't get the shoes, but now you took my money. Like, that's how great it. Like, oh my god, it was amazing. Like, people didn't get the shoes and we took their money. It's like the best thing ever, sir. We nailed it on this one. It's like, bro, like, who came up with this right here? This was this is bad. Like, it worked a bit too good on this one. No, it like y'all took people's money, and in return we got nothing. That's nothing good. Where's the good part? There's nothing there's nothing good about this. The fact that you took our money and didn't give us a product in return. That's not good. Okay? Like that's not good. That's scamming, right? Like am I bugging? But like I thought that was like basically like scamming. Like if I purchase something from somebody and then they just took the money and then didn't send me anything back, that's like kind of that's scamming, right? Because at the end of the day, I'm still gonna get my money back because I'm gonna have to call PayPal and they're gonna have to. But that takes you know that takes a multiple days, right, for me to get my money back. So, and essentially, you scam me for my money because if I didn't get no notification, no email notification saying that I have the shoes, then you basically took my money. So, um, so then like they try to make like a joke out of it. I can't believe some of the language being thrown at me on Good Friday. Like how is this a joke? Yo, could you imagine you working for a whole week and you decide, all right, cool, I'm gonna try to treat myself to a pair of shoes, and that you get charged multiple times, and when you check your bank account, you only have like $50 in your bank account. Like that's not a joke. Like this is not nothing to like. This shit right here is 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 poor. This is poor taste. Like you're making fun of a situation. Yeah, people are throwing crazy languages on you because you took their money. Like today's Saturday, dog. It's like 10:19. I still haven't received my money yet. My like this shit is still pending. So now tomorrow, let's see what's gonna happen tomorrow. But my money is still on hold. So what do you expect for people to say? So then they re-released the shoe again. And this is like the part that it's like, yo, how are you re-releasing a shoe and you haven't even taken care of the people that got their money taken? Like this is like it's like, yo, fuck the people that we took their money from. Let's let's try this again, like the way that it says it right here. Let's try this again. So, and I can't read people's things because I don't have Twitter. It's gonna ask me to log in. But I you can rest assured that 300 people was just like not happy. Okay, like 300 people was not happy. So then, okay, so now he acknowledges it right here. I've seen there's people with multiple charges and no confirmation. Those pending charges will be returned to your account ASAP. But when? Because ASAP is like it's not like at this point it's not even as soon as possible. It's like as soon as they decide. Like and then so then they go to say if your payment says processing pending and you didn't get a confirmation, your payment will be returned. No shit. So now there's like a whole thread like going on So Savvy, which we'll get on it. We'll get in it in a minute, and then he writes, and this is more info than I could have provided. Again, we tried our best and fell short of most expectations, but maybe this helps clarify some things. Okay, let's see what this helps clarify. All right. So which I should have known because as soon as I didn't see Apple Pay, I should have known. I'm like, yo, I should have stayed far away from the whole thing as soon as I didn't see Apple Pay. You know, one thing that I don't understand about the whole, and this is like before I even get into this, bots is not nothing new. I don't know why we keep on having like this discussion about bots. Like if bots came out yesterday. I want to say bots have been on some strong shit for the past 9 years. 9 years and a half, maybe close to 10. And like I'm trying to use it in terms of no, like yo, it's definitely more than that because all right, so I've been in this house for already for 5 years, and I haven't been. All right, so 12 years plus. All right, like 12 or 13 years plus. Bots have been a thing. So, okay, like all right, so let's do a little digging. Okay, let's see if okay about. Let's see when Union LA started. Oh my God. Okay. All right. So since 1989. Okay. Los Angeles shot followed. All right. So born. Union first opened doors in NYC back in 1989 on Spring Street, Soho. Blah 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 blah. Los Angeles shop. Blah 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 blah. New York shop. Okay. So all this. Over 20 years later, Union continues to. Okay, so Union has been. So, what I'm getting at with this is like, you now want to do something about bots. Like, the 15 years that we've been talking about bots, like, doesn't even count, right? But it's like now, it's. And that's the part that gets. It's like now you decide that you want to do. Why didn't you do bots? Why didn't you do something about bots like a couple of years ago when you should have did something about bots? So, one thing about this whole mess is I'm not going to say that Union took your money, but Union partnered up with a company that, because of their bot protection, they just went ahead and just said, okay, cool, like we're going to team up with this company. This is going to be the processing company, and we're going to go. So, which the company, which I didn't even think that it was uh Shopify. Um, but this doesn't you know what's crazy? This doesn't happen anywhere else. Have you ever shot that Macy's where they never gave you your fucking shit, but they took your bread? Has this ever happened to you, like on the Gap website or on Polo or like, has this happened anywhere? So why can't these people just get their shit together? Like, this is. Oh, wait, hold on. Before I even forget, I'm not even going to get this. Let's get into tweets and replies. So, one of the one of the funny thing, that the bank was telling me was like, yeah, you gotta call the merchant, right? I'm like, all right. So I called. Obviously, the phone didn't work. So they write, it's not a very large staff here. We'll answer as many as we can. There's one phone at the store and one phone at the office. No PR staff, just one guy on Twitter. Like, do you want more? Like, do you want more? Like, that's pretty bad. You know, it, if you know what's the funny thing? They got the store right, and I guarantee you that if you came up with them with an idea and said that you had like no PR staff and you only had like one phone, they'll tell you like, "Oh, well, you're not ready to be in business. Like, you're not ready to be in business." Um, that's that's like really bad. It's really bad. But anyway, so let's go to all right, so let's go to the thread. All right. I'm about to wrap this thing up, B. So it says one of the smaller tweaks that Union has done since February is use an alternate payment processing platform and not Shopify payments. Why? You see what I'm saying? And not Shopify pay. Like, why? Check your statements if you bought anything recently. When Shopify payments are used, the transaction says SP in the title. Why would you, on a release like this, get away from Shopify and try something else? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. I'm telling you, man. Let me tell you something. I think that this game that these like stores keep on playing, I give it a good 5 years, man. I'm gonna be honest. I give this a good 5 to 6 years. People are going to grow tired of this. I promise you, man. I promise you, bro. Like, you could only do but so many raffles, and you could only do but like this situation like this. I honestly can't compare this to anything else. I've never had this situation happen. I think there was one situation years ago. There was a release with Kif, and I think something like that happened. Yo, and within minutes, like, everybody's money went like back into their account, and it was like they shut the whole release. They didn't even re-release it. They shut the whole release down. I forget what shoe it was for, but I think it was with Kif. And that's how you do it. Right? Everybody got like their money back like super quick. But people are going to get tired of this, man. Like, this is the reason why I tell people, yo, just go on, I don't know, just go on Go or go on StockX, man. Like, I don't even like this. The only lesson that I learned from this is to never buy anything from Union LA. Never. 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 Like, this is the most craziest shit I've seen. I would never buy anything from Union LA. So on top of that, they turn on an added layer of validation for credit card processing. Decline charges that fail AVS postal code verification. This helps reduce a significant amount of fraud because unauthorized users slash virtual cards often don't have the correct billing address. Yo, this is bad, bro. Okay, this is bad, and I'm like reading this backwards. I should. Um, Now it says we saw normal slash appropriate queue times today, but everything went south a minute or two into the checkout. I agree. I agree. Again, when I went on it, I only had 5 minutes. I remember like messaging my boy Carlos. I was like, "Yo, did you get the shoe?" And he was like, "Yeah." Like as soon as I went in, I was like a minute into the queue, and I was able to. And he got the yellow pair. He was like, I was able to check out. I got I got the email confirmation and everything. So this is valid. When everyone's cards were failing to process, this was simply the alternate payment processing tool that Union used, failing to handle the traffic load required to complete payments. So if they know this, this is again, this is the thing that I don't understand. If they know this, or if they saw that this is like might have been a thing, because look, they tried to fix it live, but that provided problematic. They took the store into password mode, reset the system, and relaunched the drop with success 90 minutes after the original scheduled launch. So it's like, bro, like you seeing that this shit is going on. Like, why didn't you just shut the whole fucking thing down? Like these people, and again, because they're vouching for all this that this guy is writing, so savvy. They're vouching and saying that all this shit is legit. So look, in this era of bots versus consumers, it requires constant innovation and tweaking from Shopify and the store themselves to stay a step ahead. Sometimes those tweaks fail and things go poorly, but it is part of the current landscape we are in. To beat bots, you can't play it safe. But you didn't play. Man, this is, you know what, man? This excuse right here, I promise you that it's going to stop pretty soon. And I wanted to play like other videos from like YouTube to like kind of just like there's other people that's voicing their opinion on YouTube talking about this. Um and like the audio like it didn't want to play off of it. But there were people that was like, "Yo, I'm pretty much done." Like, again, I don't have no problem not being able to get the shoes. What I do have a problem is with you taking my money. Like you're holding. I'm the only person that want to hold my money. I don't want somebody else to hold my money. So this is like all this about bot protection and everything like this. Yo, this shit is gonna get played out pretty soon. Pretty soon. You know, I it's I don't know what to say anymore, man. I don't know what to say anymore. Um, I want to hear you guys' opinion. What do you guys think about this whole thing? Um, what's your mindset for the future for like sneaker releases? You know, um, there's some that might say, this is what you get for following the hype because of my whole thing is like comments like that to me it's invalid because people like nice things. They like nice things. Jordan 2s are one of those silhouettes that it takes a lot for that shoe to look very appealing and very nice. There's not a lot of people that's fans of Jordan 2s, okay? There's not. And even when they did something like Crazy Fly, like people didn't flock to it. Like one of my favorite Jordan 2s are the Ben 23s. I mean, the Ben 23s, the Ben 2s, Ben 23s, the Ben 2s. And even when those Ben 2s came out, like people weren't flocking to them. I knew a couple people that had them, but I know more people that had fucking Jordan 4s and Jordan 5s and Concords than anybody who had tools, you know what I'm saying? Like I only knew like a small selective of people that had tools. So, that says a lot, right? It's not the worst silhouette, but it's one of those silhouettes that it takes a lot for it to look like really nice. And I think that Union did a good job with this silhouette. So, I don't blame anybody. I blame on what they decided that they wanted to do. The guy says it right here. They decided to not use Shopify payments. Ludicrous. Ludicrous. I hope that you like this video. Let me know if you want to see content like this from now on. I'm in my basement. Till next time, everybody, peace out. Please subscribe. If you got money taken from you, please let me know how do you feel and if you see my point of view. All right. So till next time, everybody, peace out.